Sports in wonderful Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. And it's the Mavericks to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Mavericks, Dirk and Chandler up front. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. And it's Rondo in at the point.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because it poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense. Well, the Mavs took some heat when they opted not to try to defend their 2011 championship with the same players, opting for Caparone instead. And, you know, they've swung and missed on some big names, but they've put together a really deep club with some very smart signings.
That's good. Houston on D. In low to Ellis. Stolen by Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 6 points.
Boy, they are locked and loaded early. 3 for 3.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Parsons. Here's Ellis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Ellis has got his second basket. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Howard. Chandler with the rebound. Stolen by Harden. And now Terry pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good on the shot. That's now 8 points for James Harden. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Rajon Rondo returning to action in mid-January of 2014, a little less than a year after his ACL tear. And Stevie looked pretty good.
He did. His shooting percentages were down, but, you know, rebounding and passing as well as he ever has. Rondo, I think this year will be much more effective now that he's got some reps back on that beat.
Harden gets the bucket.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Parsons outside.
Defensive foul. Oscar's company. That's his first personal foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. They double-team Nowitzki. Rocket 6. Nobody near Parsons. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And Rondo's field goal percentage dipped, but he shot a lot more three-pointers than ever before in his career. Coming off that injury, maybe not looking to drive as much as in the past. He hit that three-point shot at about 29%. I think he's got to get that mark up. If he does, then he could really be lethal.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Kicks it out to Parsons. And Dallas again with the bucket.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
And Rondo, trying to add range to his shot, didn't stay idle while he was getting healthy. Seems he rehabbed his shot while rehabbing his knee.
And the pass to Papanicolo. The tray.
Well played defensively. He really made that into a difficult look. First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Harden with it. He's got 10. Jones, the pass to Papanicolo. Terry dishes to Harden. Jones trying to get open. Rejected by Chandler. Ellis kicks to Parsons. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, you got to love it. Picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what? Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Howard with this screen on Ellis. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jones. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 P's, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Harden draws the double. Howard. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 10. Howard, the pass to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And 12 points for James Harden.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim. Well, Dallas coach Rick Carlisle has demonstrated his versatility throughout his coaching stops in Detroit, Indiana, and Dallas. Not really a system coach. He adapts to the talent that he has on each individual team and goes accordingly.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your
And Carlisle presiding over a more half-court, station-to-station style of play in Detroit and Indiana. He's embraced a more up-tempo style, it seems, in Dallas.
Yeah, and he's got an offensively gifted team with the Mavs, and he's always been an innovator using zone defenses to hide weaker defenders and to keep opponents off balance. And again, another example of how the outstanding coaches don't stand pat. They're always learning, growing, and adjusting to give their teams the best chance to win.
Good thought. The dish to Howard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Well, Dwight Howard, in his words, back to having fun playing basketball last season in Houston. A younger group, more compatible to his fun-loving personality, and certainly with Harden and others, they've got a depth of talent that is very impressive. Probably the best core around him of his entire career.
Dallas making a switch here. Felton's checked in. Ellis dishes to Nowitzki. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Howard and Clark bit by bit recovering from his back surgery, which really waylaid him in the 2012.
It did, and it takes a couple of years to come back from that kind of back injury. And, you know, it did limit some of his explosiveness around the rim as a shot blocker, but he seems to be close to where he was prior to surgery now.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dorsey comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Capela in for Josh Smith. And he gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Nowitzki outside. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
And Prigioni kicks to Johnson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Brewer. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. Ellis, that's good.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
And Prigioni kicks to Brewer. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. The Mavericks trailing. The drive by Ellis. And it's Dallas with another.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Well, we've all seen what Tyson Chandler can accomplish when healthy, and that is some kind of force.
Yeah, you know, maybe the best stretch of his career was at the start of the decade, a 2011 title with the Mavericks. 2012, he got a gold medal in London and was the Defensive Player of the Year in the league. And in 2013, an All-Star. I mean, that's a pretty strong 3-season run.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Barea, no good. Smith with it. And Harden wide open. He shoots. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, Tyson Chandler has battled injuries throughout his career. He had the bulged disc in his neck that hindered him for parts of last season. And I think that was a big reason for the Knicks' struggles.
It's Harden with the drive. And he dunks it down.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Look at Chandler, and when he's healthy, he's a terrific rim protector inside. And pretty good finisher around the rim, too, offensively. He's excellent as a screener in pick and rolls. It'll be interesting to see if he can get back to that peak level.
Stoudemire. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-5 run here. And finished off by Jefferson.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Here is Harris, following the score by Josh Smith. Here's Stoudemire. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Terry outside. Back to Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Shot is off.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Aminu, the pass to Stoudemire. And he gets it to go. Stoudemire's got 6. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Here's Barea. And blocked. Harden has a wide open look. Harden missing again. The Mavericks leading. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. It's Harden with the drive. Harden missing again.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Harris dishes to Stoudemire. Shot left block. And it's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Here is Barea. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that is good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 7. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Bart, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs, or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. And this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Johnson. Then it's Smith. Then there's Brewer. And it's Dorsey in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. On the wing, Johnson. Prigioni for 3. That's good. Prigioni's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the Rockets show great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, clearly Dirk Nowitzki plans to be a Maverick for the rest of his career. He signed a 3-year, $25 million deal this offseason. He was offered max contract money from other franchises, but took much less to stay with Dallas and make another run at it. Rare to see a franchise and a player so committed to each other in this day and age, guys.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
Smith with a screen on Harris. Johnson kicks to Smith. Here's Jefferson. It's good. Great play is set up by Barea. Jefferson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Brewer passes to Prigioni. And Brewer kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Prigioni. The drive by Smith. Dorsey, that's good. Dallas leading by 6. Knocked loose. Here's Barea. He kicks it to Stoudemire. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stoudemire's got 12 points in the game. Here's Smith. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Jefferson kicks to Villanueva. Here's Stoudemire. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Maury Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. And so he's got to continue to work defensively.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Dallas. And Amari, he's owed around $45 million over this season next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate to command more minutes on this team, and we'll see if he can make that happen. What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
17 seconds.
Puts it up off the inbound. Ariza goes in. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
It's stolen by Aminu. Barea kicks to Harris. All sorts of time. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
J.J. Barea, quick scoring guard, great attacking off of pick and rolls. And for his size, I'll tell you what, he has an impressive ability to finish around the rim.
Checked in for Houston. And the Mavericks with some changes. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Ariza. That one's good. Ariza's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for Barea, at just 6 feet, a scrappy defender. Clark plays in close and he's an extra drawing charge.
Yeah, you know, the league actually cracked down on him a little bit. One of the players singled out for flopping. And that's mitigated one of his best defensive weapons.
High post shot. And he hits the jumper for 2. 8 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Harden. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence. I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for James. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jones. Harden dishes to Howard. Misses from close range.
Didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
And Parsons gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Chandler Parsons, until recently, had been one of the league's great bargains on his second-round contract. He found a way to supplement his earnings, though. He did some modeling.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Kicks to Nowitzki. Unloads. Misses off the right iron.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Parsons. Nowitzki drives in. And the shot is good.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The Rockets trail. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
Smith gets to Ariza. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 9 points for Trevor Ariza.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys. Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with softballs.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there, not yet anyway. You wonder when you look back at it just how significant a win Dirk had when he was able to get his championship win.
A nice shot by Howard.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Rondo. Parsons for three. And it's good coming on the ass on Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game. And guys, you can tell how much it meant to Nowitzki to win that 2011 title. Validation and winning again, really now his motivation as he continues to play.
Well, he said at this age, for him to keep playing at a high level, it takes tremendous dedication year-round. I mean, he needs to feel that they can contend to keep himself going.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Got that one up quick. That's 12 points for Trevor Ariza.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result it may change.
Ariza against Rondo. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Another three for Dallas. It's Harden with the drive. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Capela checked in for Houston. And Parsons gets it to go.
Yet another three for him, Kevin. He's really been draining him here in the second.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The drive by Rondo. Parsons with it. Now Smith defending. He gives them a double-digit lead. And that's now 18 points for Ellis.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Here's Parsons. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Harden lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harden's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Great look, but off the mark. Ariza kicks to Harden. A floater. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Mavs have fallen back, Steve, in the West the last 2 years, but they were very much in the hunt this past season.
Well, they were in a battle for the final playoff spot in the West, and then they ended up in the 8th spot and took San Antonio all the way to 7 games. So they did extremely well given the strength of the conference.
You know, for the Mavs against the West, it was really about them hitting their shots, and they're a very good shooting team, especially when they played against Western Conference opponents.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, to back up what you talk about with the Mavs shooting, I mean, they were one of the best shooting percentage teams in the league, and they did a lot of their damage against the Western Conference, which, as we all know, is the much deeper conference.
Well, the Rockets were so deadly, Steve, in this building, and a lot of that was because of how fast they would get things going.
Yeah, they would often blitz opponents out of the gate and just manage the lead after the first quarter.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Johnson. Nowitzki sets a screen for Rondo. Pass to Nowitzki. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 9th assist in the game now. And Prigioni kicks to Dorsey. Johnson right side. Smith with a screen on Ellis. Johnson, the pass to Smith. And Smith gets double teamed. And he gets it to go. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Prigioni for 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That 3 cut the deficit going into halftime. They're not.
And the first half ends in a close one. It's Dallas up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Harden doing it all. He's got 30 points and also 3 nice steals. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a very steady hand from that line, and it's been an impressive all-around night.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Boy, his rebounding was superb in that first half, particularly at the offensive end where he's really battled.
And that continually allowed them to get 2 quality shots on the same possession, Steve. That's invaluable.
On the floor for Dallas, the forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Chandler in the center, locking down the middle. Brewer's shot is off.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Chandler with the steal. In low to Ellis. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Prigioni. And it's Rondo penetrating. Soft touch off the glass. Rondo's got 5.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Ellis. And he recovers it. And there's the feed to Dorsey. Smith, no good.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Chandler dishes to Ellis. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
He only passes to Smith. That's good. Smith's got 8 points.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Mavs ownership has made it clear their plans and hopes are that Dirk Nowitzki would remain a Maverick for the remainder of his Hall of Fame career. You look at what he meant to this team. The 4th most points scored with a single franchise in NBA history. A couple more seasons, and he could move up to 3rd in that category.
Jones sets the pick for Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
And Steve, you talk about Nowitzki's career with the Mavs, a perennial playoff contender with 2 trips to the finals and, of course, the 2011 title.
Well, he's been the cornerstone. I mean, not just a great player, but a great teammate as well. Just the way he approaches his work on a daily basis. The influence that he's had on that franchise is just remarkable. And the investment that they've made in him and vice versa has pretty much made the Mavericks over the last decade plus.
And the shot is good. 22 points for Ellis.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And the basket by Harden.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Nobody near Parsons. Kicks it out to Ellis. Dishes it to Rondo. Parsons outside. Back to Rondo. And stolen by Ariza. Here's Harden. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Monte Ellis. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Forcing turnovers. You want to convert at the other end. That's what this club has done.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, of his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high three-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just a combination of playing with good bigs and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks last year.
Pass to Parsons. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
It's Harden with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. This is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs, you have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, in what they'd term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Terry dishes to Jones. Here's Howard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Howard's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Pulls it from the elbow. And Parsons kicks to Rondo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Here's Nowitzki. Cans the 12-footer. Nowitzki's got 27. You look at how much ownership can impact the team's fortunes. The first 20 years for the Mavericks, they've cracked 506 times, but they've done it in every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it, the Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody from ownership on down can take pride in that.
It's Harden with the drive. He feeds it to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And the offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Brewer is checking for Houston. Johnson comes in for Jason Terry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Parsons' shot is off. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Kicks it out to Harden. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Harden's got 46 points.
That's his second three-pointer of this half. Looks like he's starting to forget about that poor first half he had.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
That drops.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. And that'll be his third foul so far. Howard with this screen on Harris. It's Harden with the drive. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Howard, the pass to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. And Houston again with the bucket. Mavericks trailed by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession for the Rockets. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Howard. For Smith. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for James Harden. The Mavericks also with a sub. Aminu's checked in. Feeds to Prigioni. There's the pick. And the foul on Pablo Prigioni. That is his first foul of the game. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one play. Think of this. Only one play in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the big difference. Wilt Chamberlain on March 2nd, 1962.
Yeah, 100 points. I mean, one of those records that stood a long time, and perhaps no player has so single-handedly dominated the game the way Wilt did.
Jefferson dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Jefferson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Johnson, good.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And Aminu kicks to Barea. Left side, Harris. 5 to shoot. Barea, the pass to Jefferson. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Jefferson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's doing all he can to keep his team in the game. hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Johnson. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Prigioni dishes to Brewer. Pass to Prigioni. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Prigioni's got 10 points in the game.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And Al Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
Houston's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. There's the pass to Prigioni. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Prigioni's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Stoudemire kicks to Harris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Houston in the lead.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be. That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Well, the Argentinian, Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Dallas. Stoudemire attacking. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. He only passes to Capela. Johnson outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Misses there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Rockets lead. The Mavericks trailing. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Brewer. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Poked away. And finished off by Jefferson.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. And it's Stoudemire missing.
Well, he defended the shot, got back into play, and grabbed the board. Nice play.
It's Harden with the drive. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Harris has got the ball. And the dunk by Jefferson.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Harden. The Mavericks pull it in. Stoudemire's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Harris off the drive. And Aminu kicks to Stoudemire.
Stoudemire playing very well. He has 20 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
The Rockets, of course, at the forefront or vanguard as far as advanced analytics go. Some in the NBA have scoffed, but hey, they're doing something right.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in. Oh,
how about that basketball, man? Wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Nice shot by Smith.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Harris dishes to Aminu. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Mavericks making a switch here. Berea's checked in. Here's Jefferson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists in the game. Johnson, the pass to Smith. And Prigioni kicks to Johnson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith, no good.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They brought it close right now. Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here is Berea. Softly drops in the floater. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Prigioni, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Houston with another. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Stoudemire with a screen on Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Devin Harris originally signing a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Mavs going into last season, but had to settle for a 1-year minimum contract after the physical revealed he had a dislocated toe.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
And Harris missed the first half of last season. But then Clark, when he returned, he played fairly well.
Kevin, I thought he still had that burst of quickness combined with solid playmaking, and he's a nice combo guard to have on your roster.
Mavericks leading by 3. Now Berea. The dish to Stoudemire. But they recover it. 6 on the shot clock. Berea, the pass to Stoudemire. Comes up empty down low. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Brewer is just to Smith. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Smith. Lets a floater go. He lays it in.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
And here's Berea. Down low. Aminu.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Johnson with it. Devin Harris covering. Deflects the pass. Shot from 12. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Corey Brewer.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
And good on the basket. Book it. Rockets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Dallas leading by 3. Outside Rondo. That one off the back iron and out. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
The shot is good from Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 10 points here in the second half. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Howard setting the pick for Harden. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Rondo. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Harden, no good.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Ellis kicks to Rondo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, it's been said about Rajon Rondo that he's the smartest guy in the room and also might be the most stubborn. He's got a terrific IQ for the game, but he's opinionated. We've seen him butt heads with coaches in high school, college, and the pros, but that certainly doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner, a champion, and a terrific point guard.
Well, you're right. It has fueled his rise, whether it was at Kentucky, growing up in Louisville, or certainly playing with the Boston Celtics. Among some very important players, Hall of Famers like Allen and Garnett and Paul Pierce. He may have needed a little bit of that just to kind of clear the clutter and show that he could do it. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Smith checked in for Jason Terry. Harden the pass to Ariza. Got a piece of it. Rondo with the steal. Pushing it up. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Well, he got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done. One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
He's off on the second. Well, guys, the Mavericks have made the most out of this run since they've had Dirk Nowitzki. A strong team for so long because they never tore it down.
And there were times they could have. I mean, you have to respect that mentality that, they've maintained their unity, their continuity. And as long as you have Dirk, you know you can put pieces around him to be competitive. That's what the Mavs have always done. Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Howard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Dallas leading by 4. Nowitzki with the screen on Harden. Rondo dishes to Nowitzki. Stolen by Harden. Jones kicks to Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 56 points in the game.
And the defense has really bottled him up here in the fourth quarter. That's just 2 of 7 shooting. And he's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fight. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Mavericks leading. And it's Rondo penetrating. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And that's 13 points to Rajon Rondo. Now a timeout called by Houston. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Corey Brewer's checked in for the Rockets. The Mavericks also with a sub. James checked in for Tyson Chandler. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Thanks, Doris. Rondo passes to Nowitzki. Howard with the steal. Deflects the pass. Rondo with the steal. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
To the right side. The drive by Nowitzki. From 12 feet out. Outside for Rondo. It's deflected. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Dallas. Nowitzki, good.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Rockets trailed by 6. Harden has a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Shot no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kicks it out to Ariza to tie it up. Good. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, what a basket in at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Rondo dishes to Parsons. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. Moves back up. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Evan Harris is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Now a timeout called by Houston. The Rockets making a switch here. Terry's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Stoudemire comes in for Chandler. And Jefferson subbed in for Harris. Harden draws the double. He dishes it to Ariza. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Howard setting the pick for Terry. He kicks it to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Howard with this 3-line Parsons. Dallas calls timeout. Stolen away. Nice job bringing up the alley-oop attempt there. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. So Dallas will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Trevor Ariza up there with Harden. And it's Smith in at the small forward. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Stoudemire. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Stoudemire's got 26.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Ariza. He has 23 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
The free throw drops for Ariza. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. The drive by Ellis. Kicks it out to Parsons. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Parsons got 4 this quarter.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, reliable weapon, and that's a sign that the offense is working. They're really moving the ball well and finding good opportunities.
Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Harden. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Ellis outside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Rockets trailed by 3. Here's Howard. Howard down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And that one misses. That's off as well. So he misses both.
What a game for Ellis. He has 29 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or 2.
Back to Harden to take the lead. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Puts it up from 15. Shot is off. Ellis with some nice deep.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Parsons for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. It's Harden with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Nowitzki, the pass to Parsons. Dallas again missing.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Holden with it. Picked up by Ellis. To take the lead. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Ariza. 6 points for Terrence Jones. Dallas has gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Ellis dishes to Nowitzki. Ellis goes in. Back to Parsons. Pocket 6. And that one's good. Parsons got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Man, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
Here's Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Monte Ellis. Gets the first, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 2-point ball game.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations. Just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Harden with it. Jefferson picks him up. It's Harden with the drive. Off target at the rim.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Ellis outside. Kicks it to Stoudemire. Outside Jefferson. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
Nowitzki playing very well. He's got 12 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
Jason Terry. He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. The Mavericks also with a sub. There's a check in for Monte Ellis.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Harris gives to Parsons. Outside Jefferson. Off target from downtown. Jones, the pass to Harden. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Passes it to Villanueva. From deep. So we see the Rockets get the win here. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.